To answer the questions, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the Locker Room show, the most honest place in the world. I have a friend, a young man who played football at the highest level, played for the national team as well, Stephen Tony. I don't know if many of you guys will remember him, Stephen. Let's just get you into the shot here. Come around so you can take a look. You can see some young men playing football in the background. Stephen, how are you doing?
I'm well, and you?
Good.
Nice
good.
to see you after so long.
Very nice to see you, Stephen. You can hold on to the last name there as you're talking. Yeah. So, Stephen, just have a few questions. I don't know if they can hear me on there. I'm sure they can hear me. But just from your side, just tell everybody who you are. Who is Stephen Tony? Where did you play? Just give them a background of who you are.
Well, I started off my career at Barcelona under 6, I think. Yeah, I started playing soccer when I was 6 years old. And then from there, I moved up until under 8s, up until under 13s. After that, I joined the School of Excellence at the age of 13.
Nice.
Up until age 18, and then when I was 18 I went to Platinum Stars. That's when I signed my first professional career, contract.
At Platinum Stars.
Yes.
Wonderful. And when you were at the School of Excellence, did you make the national teams?
No, I only started making the national teams after when I left the school.
Okay.
Played under 17. I got a couple of call-ups for under 17, but it was just like camps.
Okay.
But when I really played national team was when I joined Platinum Stars.
Okay.
I got a call-up and I played some qualifiers, played in the COSAFA Cup. So it was a good experience for me.
So, Stephen, what you're saying is basically you've sang Kosi Sigelele in the big stadiums.
Yeah, definitely.
You've been a guy that sang Kosi Sigelele. What do you say to those guys that always talk to you about playing on the big stage but have never done it themselves? What do you have to say to those guys?
First of all, you need to be dedicated. You need to work hard. You need to when people are sleeping, you need to be up, working hard. You need to be doing things that other people are not capable, not willing to do. And that's the golden rule of life. Even when it's like studying. If you want to pass an exam, you need to make sure that you need to study hard. And
you're prepared.
You're prepared always, because there's so many people out there that want to play football. So you always need to have something that's distinctive, something when a coach looks at you, he'll always choose you because maybe he can see that you work harder, you're more determined, and that's the golden rule.
So skill everything? You're a young player, a small player,
No,
you're a small player?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You can look at the players now in the PSL currently. I don't like to criticize, but I think the standard has dropped in a way in terms of players being more skillful and more productive. It's more of hard work nowadays.
Okay.
You need to work harder, and it's basically that's where the game is going, to that direction where you need to be working hard. You can be the most talented player, but if you don't work hard in the system, you're not gonna make it. You'll just sit at home.
Wonderful. Stephen, lots of players come from this neighborhood. Lots of players. Tell us who are your favorite players when you were growing up in this neighborhood, from Eastwood, Pietermaritzburg? Tell me. Maybe there's some guys from the extended areas as well, from Savantu.
To be honest, there's a lot players that I looked up to, but I'm just gonna put it in my top 5. I'd say it's Shane Morrison.
Samplan.
Yes. Obviously, Godfrey Turnoff. He was the first to leave and go overseas.
Don't say it.
No, but obviously you showed us that it's not always about just making it, at a higher stage. You went to play football and you got a good education and stuff like that. So that's what I've always admired. Sean Donnelly, great player. He also raised the flag high, and there's a few more, but I just mentioned those top 3. Yeah.
Curtis DeSantis?
Obviously, well, he's my peer, so we play together. I also respect him. Done a lot for the neighborhood. There's also players that from my time I played with, but hadn't yet broken through. But I can also mention him. Sedwin George too.
Yes.
Is doing well. It just shows that when you persevere and you you keep on working hard, you can break into a PSL team at any point, and he's done that.
What do you think it is about this community that just keeps producing wonderful football talents? What do you think it is about what's happening in the community? Or
Hey, that's a difficult question, but hey, I don't know. We always have a debate about that. There's another area where price is coming from as well. We always compare, Woodlands. We always compare to say, well, how come we get the most talented players? I don't know. It's very difficult to answer. But I think we're just blessed with talent.
My brother, through this pandemic, it's been hard. I know that you have other talents. Have you been able to get through the pandemic pretty easily? How have you been keeping yourself fresh through the?
Oh well, hey, it's been very difficult. I think I'm speaking on behalf of everyone. It's been very difficult. Be sitting at home, not being able to get a proper income. But I also think that what helped me was my love for music. I ended up becoming a DJ. A lot of people criticized me in the start, but when they really got to hear me play, it was more of a gift now. People really can see that it's a talent for me. So I also make income from that, and I sometimes work with my father as well. So yeah.
And your father does what?
He's a panel beater. He has his own shop, panel beating shop.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get a good shot of my brother, my friend, someone who I really admire. He hasn't given up. He still keeps working hard. Blackburn Rovers, they know him. NFD has tasted his talent. PSL has tasted his talent. The South African national team has tasted his talent. He sang Kosi Sigelele. Now he's playing the beats. So, Stephen, any parting words for our audience, just to let them know exactly, how you feel about the game of football?
I'm very passionate about it. It's shaped my life in a way. It's taught me things. It's taught me like the fundamentals of life. Basically what you do on the field, you need to be disciplined. You need to work hard. You need to persevere. Sometimes you're at a dark stage where you're not playing and stuff, but you always need to have faith and keep on pushing, and obviously just believe in God and have faith.
So
peace.
Thanks, my brother.
Sure.